Let me take you on a hike through Doi Inthanon with the Karen Hilltribe in Northern Thailand. I went on this hike with ethnic Hilltribe EcoTrails, which I want to tell you a bit about later because they're doing some really cool stuff in Thailand that I think you need to know about.
I think it's gonna rain all day, that's why I got the jacket on. They're probably gonna look at me like, what is this? I'm not spending all day soaked, so.
The morning of the hike, I was picked up by a Song Tao, or a Thai taxi, and I met two French travelers, Aude and Theo, who are going to be joining me for the next 2 days on the hike. We stopped at a local market along the way to make sure we had the supplies we needed to survive the next 2 days of hiking.
That nice woman just gave me ginger for free. Crazy. So nice. Just stocked up on food at this local market. About to head out to start the hike. Slept like 3 hours, so I'm gonna get a coffee. It's been raining, so there's gonna be a ton of mosquitoes. I hope it's not too bad though.
It took us around an hour to get to the market and another hour to get to the start of the hike. It was absolutely beautiful. We started off with eating passion fruit picked right from the tree. That was just an unbelievable experience for me because I didn't even know what a passion fruit tree looked like.
How is it?
Oh, delicious.
Thank you. Oh my god. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I've never had this like off the plant before.
Now, I'm a fairly optimistic person and I kind of fly by the seat of my pants, and it probably didn't serve me very well at the beginning of this hike. The denseness, the humidity, and the challenge of hiking at that altitude, I was not prepared for.
My name is Pisak.
Yeah, what
Yeah. P-I-S-A-K. Yeah.
and what are you doing here?
Now we come to do trekking. We call Karen Village. We call Khun Poy Village.
Sak is our main guide for the hike, and he is the brother of Mit, who is the co-founder of ethnic hill tribes EcoTrails. Sak actually grew up in the Karen Hilltribe Village in Chiang Mai. He grew up in the jungle, so he's really knowledgeable about the rainforest, and he always shares his lore or tips or tricks of how to survive in the jungle with anyone who accompanies him on the hike.
No water to drink. So you can find water from the bamboo. Yeah, this is clean. Yeah, everyone can drink.
Really just water.
It's just water.
Yes, it's really just.
Has a very like
Like
green taste.
Yeah.
You need to cut two, one, and like one off. this.
Angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's water's gonna running down.
Whoa. Wow, so sweet.
You remember earlier when I was wearing my rain jacket because I thought it was gonna rain all day? Well, I did get soaked. It was so hot and I was sweating profusely. The heat and humidity caused me to get absolutely drenched.
I'm hot. Holy hell. You're getting leaves to make poles.
Yeah.
What kind of leaf?
This leaf, we call, it's like stung leaf, but the stung leaf is stronger.
Ah.
Yeah, harder. It is quite soft.
Made our own leaf bowl. Or you can kind of see our joy that sticks through like you're almost sewing. And then, yeah, we just cut up some pineapple. This has been really cool so far. And I think I've been kind of lazy the last couple weeks because it's been pretty tough. Maybe it's the elevation, I don't know. But I'm getting my ass kicked. It's fun though. Definitely would recommend giving it a shot so far.
After lunch, we continued our trek through the dense jungle and valleys of rice fields.
This is their rice field. Yeah, now it's start to be raining season. So the people they try to clean the farm. Yeah, like that.
Because it was the beginning of rainy season, the rice plants weren't in full bloom. But what you did see is these rice paddies full of water cascading down the hillside that looked absolutely beautiful and stunning in their own way. If you want to see the rice fields in full bloom or ready to harvest, you're gonna have to come at a different time of year where they're gonna be more like what you'd imagine or what you would see on Instagram.
Time to swim!
It took us another hour to reach the Karen Hilltribe Village where we were going to rest for the night.
After hiking all day, we finally made it to the village. How you guys feel? I thought he meant 20 minutes before we had lunch to the village, and then turns out it was like 3 more hours.
Yeah.
Khun Poy, the village that we're staying at, is one of the many Karen Hilltribe villages in the area. The Karen people have suffered through decades of conflict over discrimination, land use rights, and oppression. And they're often even left out of government conversations about what to do with them in their part of the country. In 1971, many Karen communities didn't even know that producing opium, their main source of income, had been illegal since 1958. In recent years, influx of tourism created many opportunities for the Karen people. They focus on sharing community-based ecotourism like hikes, craftsmanship, and coffee to generate income to support the villages. Challenges continue to exist for the Karen community, but because of collaboration between the different villages, conversations with the government, and tourism picking up, things are actually looking quite promising for many of these different villages. When we arrived at camp, I for one was completely exhausted.
So this is my room. Hey, not so bad. Hope it doesn't rain too hard.
I unpacked, joined the group for dinner, had a quick conversation,
Yeah.
and hit the sleeping mat to call it a day.
Candlelit dinner. Oh man. Welcome to my room.
Good morning.
Morning.
What you doing?
Coffee time.
Is there any coffee in there or just cream?
1 coffee, 2 cream, 4 sugar.
Whoa.
That is my coffee. Yeah.
Very sweet.
Love it. Oh wow, so sweet. Love it.
We had a basic breakfast to start the day, a little bit of toast and some fruits.
All right, good morning.
Morning.
What are you eating?
I don't know. It's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
See it?
This one also is really good.
This one is good. Just want to see the inside.
Yeah. Crack it open.
It's like that.
So that's a poisonous snake in the trees. There he goes. Doo doo doo. Tarantula hole.
Thankfully, it didn't want to come out to play. Most of the day was trekking through more dense jungle while learning how to survive and make your way through difficult terrain.
There's a giant mushroom. Looks like a brain. Almost made it to the top for lunch. I gotta take better care of myself.
I, for one, was really glad to have the break to eat lunch.
Rainbow team.
And our guides were even nice enough to make us makeshift benches and a small leaf table for us to eat off of. We enjoyed more noodles and fruit off of leaves.
Took a nice little break after lunch before continuing to the village and then on our way back down. So nice to have a little break, but those mornings are pretty tough. Just going straight uphill for a good hour or two. And I'm not used to the elevation either, so I'm just getting wrecked, but definitely a lot of fun.
Overall, this hike was one of the more challenging ones I've been on. Not too extreme, but definitely one that takes a little more preparation than what I put into it.
I want to go home! I thought you are home.
My home is Kaisan Road. Take me home, Kaisan Road.
It was very interesting seeing how much knowledge that the guides had about like trekking through the jungle, how to survive, what types of plants were good for you and which ones would cause harm, plus avoiding all the different types of spiders and other little creatures in the jungle. It was also very eye-opening to see how the Karen people live and how they cook. There's really not much that can replace this type of experience where you're able to see these things firsthand. Documentaries, things like that, they don't really do it justice about what that real world experience looks like.
We made it out of some really dense shit. That's really dense foliage, and I didn't really take a lot of video there because it was so thick, but we made it out to this. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, no. The Ethnic Hilltribe EcoTrails group is a really, really special family-owned business. Times have been really hard for the Karen people, especially since COVID started. They've lost a lot of their income from tourism, and the royal government project that guaranteed a lot of their crops would be purchased vanished. EcoTrails provides an alternative source of income for both the younger and older generations when they're not able to farm. This business is really trying to get away from commercial tourism, which is fast and cheap. It has a really negative effect that promotes over-tourism and pays poor wages, as little as like $8 to $20 a day. The founders of EcoTrails have seen firsthand how providing training and education can lift not just families, but entire villages out of poverty by supporting the guides and their village partners. When you hike with them, they will introduce you to their hill tribe family and friends while showing you the beauty of Northern Thailand's hills and rainforests.
Oh my God, the truck is here. Get us out of here.
Okay. Perfect. We made it.
How do you feel?
Tired.
Yeah. Alive.
It's been a big pleasure.
Actually, I need to walk more, 1 or 2 hours.
How do you? How do you?
We can push the taxi if you want.
Can we get something to drink? Goodbye. Nice to meet you. See you next time.
See you next time. Have a good trip.
Thanks. Hey. See you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Miss you already.
Hi everybody.
Hi, I'm
I'm Keisha. We are the founders of Ethnic Hilltribe EcoTrails. We had a dream to create a business model that was inclusive and ethical to our indigenous communities in Northern Thailand.
Actually, I'm from Karen Hilltribe. We would like to make more job for Karen Hilltribe people to have more opportunity.
We created this business so that we could help our hill tribes by working with them and creating farm stays and paying fair wages. Our farm stays that we build with the families that we work with in the villages earn an income through us, and not just have lots of tourists coming into the village and them not really benefiting from it, and give them an opportunity to be a part of eco-community tourism. In Thailand, it's been quite a hard road, especially with the pandemic, and a lot of businesses don't really follow a very ethical model, so a lot of people are paid very poor wages and work really hard, or it creates a bit of dislike to tourists because there's over-tourism. So we wanted to create a nice balance where the communities that we work with benefit and learn, and then the tourists are learning about the communities they stay with and impacting them.
If you happen to be in Northern Thailand or Chiang Mai, head to ethnicecotreks.com and book a trek with them. You're not going to regret learning about the Karen people and seeing the beauty of Northern Thailand. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about the Karen people and what it's like to hike Doi Inthanon. Hit the subscribe button to stay updated on all of our adventures, and I will see you on the next video.